This is a chapter 1. This chapter has been taken from NCERT class 10. Class 10. I'm going to give this brief summary of this chapter, so that when you go through the self study, you will find what I'm giving you the teaching material, so that you get the confidence and put in that confidence in your the coming examinations, and score a good marks. So let us start our chapters. Chapter 1, chemical reactions and equations. In this chapter, basically you have to read, you have to learn about the chemical reaction, and you have observed the chemical reaction which are going in your surrounding. For example, chemically, for example, you have seen the corrosion, bad smells of the food which are kept for 1 or 2 days. There is a chemical reaction taking in place in that material. So, and you have to write the equation for that chemical reaction. The chapter 1, the headlines suggest all about its content. So start our chapter. This activity, the activity 1.1, this activity 1.1, this activity 1 this activity 1.1 will be performed in your class, will be performed will be performed will be performed will be performed by your teacher in your class. Taken one magnesium ribbon will be taken in a tongue, and that will be burnt in a burner, and a watch glass, and the ash will be collected in the watch glass. This ash is nothing but the magnesium oxide. You can see magnesium oxide. So this activity shows that how the chemical reaction will take place, and its product, how it can be written, the equation can be written in the coming page. So you can see the equation for I am writing the equation, and this will be shown in this. I am showing this is the equation that you have seen in activity 1.1 1.1. ठीक है. Next activity you can see. Next activities you can see, dilute in a beaker. This is called beaker. And this beaker, what is taken? Dilute sulfuric acid, zinc granules, means zincs in a small pieces has been taken. This is not a beaker, this is a conical flask. This is a conical flask, and there is a glass tube. This is called cork. Okay. And in this activity you also get an chemical equations, and inside the conical flask there is a reaction is taking place between which between zinc granule and sulfuric acid. Okay. And I will show you the chemical equation that is shown in this chapter, and I'm going to show you the chemical equations. Chemical equation is here. Here is your equation, chemical equation for the activity 1.1. mm, one mm, mm, one 1.2. This is the equations. This is equations. This is equations. This is equations. Equations. ठीक है. Next what is then? What is now chemical equations. Now chemical equations. So this is an expression which includes the name of the element which is taking place in a chemical reactions. What are the elements? The elements may be magnesium, oxygens, zinc, sulfuric acid, and the product is obtained on the RHS side, that will be called magnesium oxide and what you have seen, zinc sulfate, ZnSO4, ZnSO4. Okay, next. This is chemical equation. You have to focus on the balance of the chemical equations. Okay, I am going to tell you here how to balance. First see that where I need to balance it or not. First see that there is a Zn on the both side, LHS. This is called LHS. 1 minute. This is called LHS side. This is called RHS side. In between them there is a arrow. Okay? Arrow. Well, first see the Zn on both Zn, both side is 1 SO4 sulfate, or you can separately go for sulfur is 1. See, look at the bottom of the element. Which are the elements? Zinc, hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen. Zinc in both sides is same, 1 hydrogen is H2, H2, both sides is same, 2 SO4 is same. This means that this is balanced. This is a balanced chemical equations. So you can see here also number of you can see here both side. What is it in LHS side, RHS side? Zn is 1, H2 is 2, both side 2, and sulfur is 1, and oxygen is 4, both sides. This means there is no need to balance these equations. This is already a balanced equations. So next example is Fe plus H2O plus Fe3O4 plus H2O. In this you have to look at LHS and RHS side. Here Fe LHS side is 1, RHS side is 3, hydrogen is 2, hydrogen is balanced, oxygen is 1, and the oxygen on RHS side is 4. First, what we have to do, the separate on the product side, balance the element which is separated. For example, is hydrogen is separate one, so balance which is combined. For example, is Fe3 is here 3, the right is 3. Then balanced oxygen. Oxygen here is 4, write it here is 4, H2 in front of H2O. hydrogen balance. Now calculate the atoms of hydrogen. 4 to the 8, 4 to the 8, here is 2. So what we do is 4. Practice at least 20 to 25 chemical equations, and and you will find that it will follow the steps same as you practice. So to practice more and more chemical equations. Next, so you can see what I have told you. 4, you can see end equation. You can see end equation is 3 here. You can end equation is 3 Fe 4H2O Fe3O4 4H2O. Here is 8 hydrogen. Here is also 8 hydrogens. Fe3 is here. Fe3 Fe is 3. Here is also is Fe3. Fe is 3. Oxygen is 4. Here is also oxygen is 4. So in this way you have to balance the equations. I am giving the brief idea what will be the answer of this the questions. Why should a magnesium ribbon be cleaned before burning? This is because the magnesium can react with the oxygen present in the surrounding, which may react to form a magnesium oxide. So we rub the magnesium ribbon so that remove the layer of oxide, and we get the desired result from the burning of the magnesium. The balance equation for the chemical reactions: hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrogen chloride. Balance. This is already balance equation. How? I will show you. Hydrogen, for hydrogen what we do, what we write hydrogen H here we got the space. 2. What do we write? For hydrogen write only H. Plus, give some space so that a number can be written. Then write chloride Cl, capital C, small l. Then give an arrow. Then give some space. Write HCl. Capital H, small capital H, capital H, capital Cl, that is called hydrochloride. Then you can see hydrogen in LHS side is 1 so hydrogen balance, chlorine is 1 both sides, so balance. This is already a balance equation. You need not to worry about. Then barium chloride aluminum, this is a displacement reaction. How can you say that this is a displacement, which you will read for the so this is called barium chloride BaCl2 plus aluminum Al2 SO4 whole bracket 3. Then in product side, it barium, it displaces aluminum, and you will get AlCl3 plus BaSO4, BaSO4. So then you have to balance. This is a little bit complex, but you can balance it. So Ba both side is 1. Chlorine, chlorine will LHS are true. Here is 3, while aluminum LHS is 2. Here is single. So write it here 2. You will get 2Al. Aluminum is balanced. Chlorine is 6. Write it here 3. See, then write barium is here 3. Barium is 3. SO4, sulfate is also 3. So you will get a balanced equation. I told you 3BaCl2 plus Al2SO4 whole 3 arrow 2AlCl3 plus B3BaSO4. So this equation is complete. So to save your time, I am going to next page. A type of chemical reaction. This is combination reaction. No need to worry about this is LHS. There you can notice first the LHS are two products, two reactant. Reactant is CaO plus H2O, give you a single product. This equation, that equation is combination reaction. Take only single product you will find in combination reaction. Combination is single. You will find single product CSO like CSO4. So single product. This is a combination reaction. What about here is also a single product. So it is combination reactions. Combination reaction. Next is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. What is a decomposition? In this you find single reactant and two or more product. That two or more product, that means that reaction is called decomposition reaction. Next here is also single reactant, two product. This means this is a decomposition. Decomposition means टूटना, decompose. Here is also single reactant, two product. This means this is a decomposition reactions. Next displacement reaction. Decomposition reactions is a one element displaces the other. You find one element displaces the other. Notice here iron and copper. In reactant you will find that iron react with copper sulfate, and iron displaces Cu from copper sulfate, and reactant and product you will find FeSO4 and CO is separated. Here is Zn. In this Zn displaces copper, and in product side you get ZnSO4 Cu. Next example is plumbum. Lead displaces copper, and in the product you will get lead chloride, and as a product it displaces copper. Here is also the same. Oxidation reaction. In this one get oxidation reaction. Copper get added. Copper is get added with oxygen. Means where is oxygen added to element, this is called oxidation reaction. And you notice one thing, that oxidation and reaction goes simultaneously. You will find simultaneously it goes. you can see ऑक्सीजन एंड रिडक्शन साथ साथ, दोनों साथ साथ जाते हैं। किसी का एक एलिमेंट का ऑक्सीजन होता है तो दूसरे का रिडक्शन होता है, ठीक है। देख, हेयर इज हेयर दिस इज ऑक्सीडेशन। सी रिएक्टर में जाके इसको क्या बोलते हैं, ऑक्सीडेशन। ऑक्सीडेशन रिमूव। फर्स्ट नोटिस, जहाँ ऑक्सीजन जिस एलिमेंट के साथ ऐड होता है उसको ऑक्सीडेशन कहते हैं, जिस एलिमेंट से ऑक्सीजन रिमूव होता है उसे उसे क्या कहते हैं, रिडक्शन कहते हैं। सो ZnO के साथ ही हमारा O निकल गया तो ये क्या हो गया, रिडक्शन। रिडक्शन रिडक्शन ओके। हेयर ऑल्सो Mn ऑल्सो, ये हेयर इज रिडक्शन क्योंकि क्योंकि ओ निकल गया, ठीक है, ओ निकल गया। हाइड्रोजन, अब यू विल नोटिस दैट हाइड्रोजन के साथ मेरा ऑक्सीजन ऐड हो गया है, इसलिए ये मेरा ऑक्सीडेशन बहुत ही सिंपल है, डोंट वरी, नो नीड टू वरी अबाउट। नेक्स्ट, now easy completely come to end and corrosion. What is happening in corrosion mainly is there is in higher classes you will also study the corrosion is not, there is a iron rod due to due to its exposure to um, to atmosphere contain oxygen, air, moisture. All this will provide a favorable condition for a corrosion. How it can be prevented? It can be prevented by painting, oiling, and many ways. So you can find this, and you can find all this about in this topic. Next, rancidity. Rancidity is what is about food material for a long time. Food material, when food material is kept for a long time, a bad smell is coming. Why this happen? This happen due to a chemical reaction. So all this has been given, this. So now you go through that your chapter and complete your chapter 1. If you find this effective for you, please subscribe my channel and like it, comment it, and I will provide you the best material so that you get a good marks. Okay, thank you.